Attack on Titan has finally ended after 10 years, officially marking the end of an era, but not without controversy. From the moment the final chapter dropped, the fanbase split over whether this was a proper send-off to a legendary series or a montage of botched dialogues and retcons that ruined years of build-up and turned the finale into a clown show. The anime version changed things on the margins, but kept the original ending. A lot of people felt the additional scenes and changed dialogue fixed the problems with chapter 139. For example, Armin reacting strongly to Eren's actions is infinitely superior to him thanking Eren for being a mass murderer. But despite the changes, the controversy has persisted. I never liked the manga's ending, and I also felt that while the anime was an improvement, it didn't address the main issues. For now, I want to focus on Eren specifically, as he's at the heart of this controversial ending. Eren being mentally broken from the weight of his actions isn't out of character. In moments of extreme pressure, where his world was collapsing around him, Eren would mentally break. For example, when he couldn't save Hannes from the Smiling Titan, when he learned he was the cause of everyone's suffering, and when he learned of the outside world and the inevitability of him unleashing the rumbling. So Eren breaking down in front of his closest friend over killing 80% of humanity, and potentially his friends as well, isn't a bad thing. Eren being scared to die and wanting to live with Mikasa and his friends isn't a bad thing. Eren crying for Mikasa to remember him for 10 years at least will definitely live in infamy, but I see where Isayama was going with this. Eren was terrified of dying alone, forgotten, and hated, and the founding Titan's ability to perceive the past, present, and future simultaneously was messing with his head. However, if this was the real Eren, then Isayama's writing leading up to this was really sloppy. The romance between Eren and Mikasa was never properly built up, so this scene was really hit or miss. Now, Attack on Titan was never about romance, but about Paradis' struggle for survival against Titans, then later the world. Expanding on the plot and fleshing out characters central to it took priority over fleshing out Eren and Mikasa's romance. For all of Attack on Titan, we knew Mikasa loved Eren, but nothing ever came of it because Eren was always pushing her away, and the story was focused on other things. Now, this would be a non-issue if Eren and Mikasa's feelings were not center stage during the finale. The curse of Ymir was only lifted because of Mikasa's decision to kill Eren despite loving him. Eren was crying about Mikasa moving on from him instead of crying about killing his mom and 80% of humanity. We were even shown an alternate timeline where Eren ran away to live with Mikasa for his remaining years. For this to work, it needs to be properly built up too. You need to expand on Eren and Mikasa's feelings for each other. Show us what aspects of Mikasa did Eren fall in love with. When did he start appreciating Mikasa's doting instead of finding it annoying? Was Eren saving Mikasa as a child the only reason why she fell in love with him? I'm not a romance writer, nor is that what I wanted to see in Attack on Titan, but for these moments to have the maximum effect, it's necessary. And considering how much Isayama fleshed out the dynamics between Historia and Ymir, I know he has the talent for it, but he just didn't do it here. The lack of build-up to Eren's feelings for Mikasa was not the only issue. Eren's driving motivation also got retconned. According to the final episode, from the moment Eren kissed Historia's hand, he knew about killing 80% of humanity, his friends becoming heroes, and Mikasa ending the curse. He may not have known all the details, but he was moving forward towards that ending. The issue is, Eren's words in season 4 implied he was planning on a total rumbling. He told Reiner he'd keep moving forward until all his enemies were destroyed. He told Ymir he was going to put an end to this world. He straight up told Floch he was going to wipe out everyone beyond the walls. Now Eren lied a lot in season 4. He lied to Mikasa to push her away. He pretended to support the euthanasia plan just to win over Zeke. But why would he lie to Historia? She supported him at his lowest point. He knew his Historia was not going to tell anybody, so why not tell her the truth? If Eren was planning on setting up his friends as heroes, he was going to say it here. But once again, he states his intentions are to wipe out everybody beyond the walls. Everything in season 4 hinted at this being the real Eren, someone who was motivated for a total rumbling and not to set his friends up as heroes. Eren was definitely terrified at first, but by the time we saw him again in Marley, he was committed. But in the final episode, things changed. The last thing I want to touch on is Eren calling himself just an idiot who got powers. In season 3, we learned Eren convinced himself he was special over his Titan powers, which is why he accepted others dying for him. But after learning the truth of how he got his powers, he fell into depression over being a weak person. Only after speaking to Shadis did he internalize his mother's view that you are special for just being born. Eren could be the biggest failure and idiot, but just for being born, he is still special, which is why he can keep moving forward. Eren lamenting being an idiot who just got powers means his character is devolving. He's forgotten the lessons he learned. He already accepted not being strong, so why is he using it as an excuse for his failures? I don't have as big an issue with this because Eren's mental state was destroyed by the weight of everything, so him blaming himself for everything that happened isn't a bad thing. But Eren also needed to explain why his faith in Carla's view was broken. Imagine Eren saying that if his mom knew he would grow up to kill her, she would never have believed he was special the moment he was born. Dialogue like that would reveal why his views shifted, while also showing how much killing his mom has shaken him. Now there is a reason for this, why Eren's character did a 180. It was all done to turn him into a tragic figure. Eren's tears and emotions are genuine. He loves his friends and wants to live long lives with them. He wanted to spend his remaining years with Mikasa, but if Eren had attempted a total rumbling under his own free will, no one would see him as a tragic figure. Armin trying to comfort Eren and he and Mikasa crying over his death would be seen in a horrible light. Hence why Eren's plan was changed into setting up his friends as heroes, and Eren himself being an idiot who was a slave to freedom. But what do you guys think? Did you guys like how Eren's character was handled in the finale? Leave your comments below, and I'll see you next time.